So here's a profound truth. Your fleet can only grow to the level of your leadership. So the reason your fleet isn't performing better isn't only because of your drivers, the road, or even your vehicles. It's because of you. Every fleet rises or falls to the level of its leadership. And that's what we call the leadership's lead. Now, in fleet management, many people believe performance problem starts with drivers, with the vehicles, or even with the economy. But the real bottleneck, the real lead, is leadership. John Maxwell, my mentor and friend, said, leadership ability determines a person's level of effectiveness. And I believe that principle is true for telematics and logistics operations too. So no matter how advanced your system is, no matter how detailed your dashboards are, your fleet will never outperform the leadership mindset that drives it. So today, let's talk about the leadership lead and how it determines whether your telematics systems becomes a tool for transformation or just another tracking app. So here's how it works. If your leadership capacity is at the level of 5 and it's at this level, your organization will never perform above level 4. So your leadership lead now becomes the cap of your team's performance, culture, and execution. Now, in fleet management, it means this. If a manager has limited systems thinking, limited communication, or limited accountability, the team and the fleet will mirror that. So drivers won't exceed that standard, right? Supervisors won't enforce discipline beyond what leadership tolerates. And even your telematics data will stay underutilized because leadership determines its interpretation. And data is only as powerful as the decision maker reading it. So let's make this practical. There are 5 common leadership leads I have seen in telematics operations across Africa in my 15 years experience in this industry. Number 1 is the visibility lead. Some managers only use telematics for location tracking. That's a lead. They miss insight like fuel efficiency, driver's calls, and maintenance pattern. And because of that, they think that tracking is the end goal, not transformation. Now, the number 2 is accountability lead. Many operators and operational leaders have the data but avoid tough conversations. For example, they see speeding reports, hash breaking, or idle time abuse, but they don't enforce correction. If you don't act on your data, you lose credibility and control. Number 3 is systems lead. Some organizations run telematics in silos. Their tracking system isn't connected to HR, not connected to maintenance, not connected to finance. That's a leadership lead because scalability requires system thinking, not isolated tools. And number 4 is the learning lead. The truth of the matter is that technology evolves daily. If your leadership refuses to evolve, the entire fleet stays outdated. The leader who stops learning becomes the lead for the organization's or company's innovation. And number 5 is the empowerment lead. Now, if everything depends on one person's decision, your operation will always move slowly. The best telematics leaders empowers their team to interpret, decide, and act based on real-time data, not always waiting for approvals. But here's the good news. Every lead can be lifted. So let me give you 3 ways you can do that. And you can start immediately today. Step number 1, develop data intelligence, not just data access. It's not about having dashboards. It's not about drawing direction for them. The question you should ask always is, what is this data telling me about our leadership, our culture, or our consistency? Step number 2, build a culture of accountability. Make telematics reports part of team coaching, not just for punishment. Use the data to recognize improvement, not just errors. And when people see data as development, not discipline, performance rises naturally. And step 3, invest in leadership systems, not just tracking systems. The reality is that you can't automate leadership, but you can structure it. So set weekly leadership reviews where your team discusses what the data means strategically. This keeps everyone aligned and focused on growth, because when leadership lifts, performance follows. So if your team is reactive, it's a reflection of your reaction patterns. If your team lacks accountability, it mirrors your tolerance levels. And if your data is underutilized, it reflects your vision. So the question is not, do I have the best telematics system? It is, am I the kind of leader who can maximize it? The leadership lead doesn't just exist at the top, it exists at every level of management. Supervisors, coordinators, dispatch officers, drivers, every level of leadership either leads or limits performance. So here's the truth. Your fleet's future won't be determined by fuel cost or road conditions. Guess what? It will be determined by leadership capacity. Leave the lead, and suddenly data becomes insight. Drivers become brand ambassadors, operations become predictable, and results become consistent. And can I shock you? Your telematics systems can't fix leadership gaps. It can only expose them. And that's your opportunity. So today, take ownership of your leadership lead, grow your vision, sharpen your leadership, and watch your fleet rise to match it. Because in telematics, as in life, your system is only as strong as the leader who drives it. Now, if this message spoke to you, share with another fleet manager or operations leader who is ready to scale their influence and efficiency. And if you are ready to move your fleet strategy from tracking to transformation, contact us at Salcoms. We would help you lift the lead of your leadership, unlock performance, and build fleets that run with excellence. My name is Shina Salako. Thank you for watching today, and see you in our next video.